Thank you, Soul Style, for waking up everybody for me. I hope everyone's wide awake. All right, let's get this show on the road. When you look at me, what do you see? Other than that. Pretty tall Asian, probably good at math, right? Probably an engineering major. Probably has parents that get mad when he gets a B. Some of these things are true, but does it define who I am? Hello, everyone. My name is Brian Cho. I was born and raised in a small town you guys might not know of called Las Vegas, Nevada. It's known for gambling, its attractions, and low diversity. I was always growing up in the minority group. I was poked at and joked around as the Asian kid. So I tried to change myself through the music I listened to, the way I thought, the way I dressed and acted. I was a people pleaser. I remember the times when I wore baggy clothing and listened to 50 Cent because it was cool. But I also did grow up like the Asian stereotype. I tried hard in school. My parents pushed me to my limits. I learned the Korean language, and I also took off my shoes when I went to the house. Who knows what I'm talking about, right? Right? All right. Every year I also went to Korea because of family visits. And I felt relieved because I'd be surrounded by people like me, that they'd accept me, but I was wrong. They defined me as the American boy or the kid from America, and they thought I didn't know the language or the culture, so they segregated me. And I was torn between two worlds. I was having an identity crisis. Deep inside, I had strong Korean roots, but also patriotic American beliefs. When I came into college, I didn't want to change. I thought I wouldn't change. But the beauty of CMU is its diverse environment. It allows students to redefine themselves. I neglected prior self-definitions and paved my own way, defining myself as Brian Cho, nothing less. I redefined myself as an Asian leader and booth chair through Asian Students Association, ASA. I redefined myself as a senior civil engineer through innovative research. I redefined myself as an artist through hip-hop music production and dancing for CMU's Dancer Symposium. Where they at? I redefined myself as a community leader through my RA role and my now CA role that help impact hundreds of lives of residents with different cultures, sexual orientations, ethnicities, and backgrounds. From its interdisciplinary studies to a wide variety of student organizations to the students from all around the world, CMU fosters an environment that lets you develop your own personal self. You'll soon realize the amount of freedom you have from your parents and other things from your hometown. But you'll realize the freedom to choose who you really want to be. My advice is, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to make your own decisions. Don't be afraid to go against the status quo or what your parents or your friends want you to be, because this is your life now. And I'm not just talking about the Asians in here. I'm talking about people who are white, black, who come from Idaho, who don't understand English too well, who are gay, who are tall, short, handicapped. Whatever your definition from this world might be, you can redefine yourself. The opportunity to speak in front of you or even meet President Obama this summer wouldn't have happened if I didn't challenge myself not to conform to what society has labeled me as, but transform myself into a unique individual. The only way to take advantage of this environment at CMU is to pave your own way and be who you want to be. Redefine yourself into a unique individual. I'm not defined as a Korean American from the West Coast anymore. I redefine myself as Brian Cho, senior civil engineer, community advisor at West Wing and Resnick. That's my crew. As an artist, as a Jesus Christ follower, and also as your fellow CMU classmate, I am Tartan Redefined. Thank you and welcome class of 2015!
get an old guy to talk to you for a while. Hope you don't mind. So I'm really pleased to be here as a part of senior administration and central administration to welcome you. Got all my notes here and somebody else's notes too. So your program probably says my name is Everett Tadney and that's who I am. Also at your seat, am I supposed to say this now? Sure, now I can say this. At your seat you have these decals that you will be asked to fill out a little bit later. I am tartan blank. You're going to put your name in there, but as Brian did, you might want to say how you're going to define yourself. Your tartan athletics, your tartan research, your all those things. But as I think, wait a second, I forgot something. Aren't those students great? They are something to behold, and we're still not done yet because one of my favorites is going to follow me, but I'm going to try to go quickly because I know they're going to start yelling in a bit. So we are products of our expectations. I think one of the first expectations that we have of you, that Carnegie Mellon has of you, is that you join us in our mission to create and disseminate knowledge. We are products of our expectations. Carnegie Mellon is an outstanding example of a university that works. My boss, Dr. President Cohen, states this so many times and says it this way: this is a great institution that successfully blends its excellent undergraduate and graduate programs with its powerful research activity. It is interdisciplinary. It is nimble, it is flexible. It works effectively across department lines to advance the fundamental understanding and to solve problems for the benefit of the world, the surrounding community, society at large. And what's truly amazing to me, now I've been here since 1975. When I started, I had hair. And what's truly amazing to me is that I've seen this happen before my eyes. The transformation in a little bit more than half a century from a regional technical school to a top-tier university, ranked in the top 25 in the country, with many programs and disciplines ranked in the top 10. No American research university has come farther, faster than Carnegie Mellon. I would dare say that the success story of the 20th century in higher ed is Carnegie Mellon, with its emphasis on rigor, on innovation, on problem solving, and being interdisciplinary. We are products of our expectations, and I am so glad that you chose us. So, what are some of the products? Well, more actors, directors, and producers of consequence than any of our peers. 8 Nobel Prizes in economics. The first distribution of computing environment in the world. First wireless campus. First search engine. First speech recognition software. First email attachments. We helped create artificial intelligence and robotics. The little smiley face, the emoticon, came from here. Fundamental contributions in engineering, natural sciences, cognitive sciences, emerging distinction in the humanities and social sciences. I don't think I left anybody out, even if you're in human and computer interaction. Carnegie Mellon University is a university and a community in the truest sense. We are one community of diverse perspectives. Our university community is comprised of more than 11,000 people of varying opinions and backgrounds, interests and objectives. What we all share is our desire to engage our university community as Carnegie Mellon citizens and as Carnegie Mellon reaches its potential as one of the world's greatest research institutions. Now, today you have seen and you have heard a a collage of unique voices and stories. The students that have come before me deal with issues of diversity in very personal ways, and they each have compelling stories to tell, just as each of you has a compelling story to tell. I am Tartan. Now, as we think about what thread we are in that tapestry, I want to share with you something that you may not have heard, because I think that all of you have probably gone through some kind of diversity program, some kind of diversity class. I want to let you in on a secret. Diversity cannot be taught. It can only be experienced. So if anybody comes to you and says, I'm going to teach you diversity, hide your wallet. There is diversity in the tent. Rub up against it. Put your face in it. Find out what it is that your neighbor has that you can learn from. That's experiencing diversity. That's finding out what it really is about. So let me give you an idea of the kind of diversity that we have in the tent. I'm going to give you some data about yourselves. The enrolling class, fall 2010. I guess you'll either get out of here at 14 or 15 as a 2011. Oh. How long have I been doing these here now? Well, this is the right data. Okay. We got 26,718 applications from around the world. We admitted 6,390 students. We enrolled 1,509. Most of you are in tent tonight, today. Here are your academic traits, class of 2014. Am I right now? Okay. I'll never get this right. Well, are there any architects in the room? 2017. I'm sorry, you guys go to school for a long time, except for our doctors. So we got 82 high school valedictorians in the house. We got 297 youngsters who scored or had 4.0s all through school. We have 13 with perfect 1,600 SAT scores. One with a perfect 2,400 SAT, critical reading, math, writing sections. That's pretty lofty stuff. Now those are folks that we admitted. We denied admission to 377 high school valedictorians. We denied admission to 1,400 folks who had 4.0s. We denied admission to 42 folks who had perfect 1,600 board scores, and we denied admission to 8 folks who were perfect 2,400 SATs. What we're trying to share, or what I'm trying to share, is that this shows you that admission to Carnegie Mellon is not entirely about academic numbers. It's about our expectations. The students in our freshman class have multiple talents, including academic strengths as well as extracurricular achievements, and in many cases, artistic and creative talents as well. You've seen some of that today, and some of those folks aren't in our College of Fine Arts. Aren't in our College of Fine Arts.